Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. And this time it's a Nasomatto, and this is probably the most famous Nasomatto after Black Afghano, called Pardon. Pardon was released in 2011 and the parfumer is, as usual, Alessandro Gualtieri. This fragrance is an Italian masterpiece. This is oud done in Italian style and done beautifully, but this is actually a very difficult fragrance to review. I've had this decant for over 2 years now. This is a 3 ml decant. Look how little, how many times I've used it and how little has been, sort of lost. I must have worn this at least 20 times over the last 2 years because I love it so much. But this has got very different characteristics. I think Alessandro Gualtieri is a genius. All his fragrances are completely off the beaten track. They have a different kind of a storytelling. It's a fragrance that you really have to grow into to be able to review it. So, why is it so difficult? Number one, when you first spray it, you'll hardly smell anything. Yeah, or after about 15 minutes you will stop smelling the fragrance completely, and it's happened to me at least 50% of the time. I know the notes now, but when you smell it, it feels as if you're sniffing a bubble, yeah, with scent at the periphery of the bubble and nothing in the middle. It's just a very airy void. That's how it smells like. It's been so waterproofed. When you first spray it, you smell nothing. So I've left it for about 1.5 to 2 hours on my hand, and I'm going to do a review of this fragrance, which I find very difficult to review, and it's compared to Lidge, and I can see why, and I'll tell you what the differences are and why it's completely different actually. But yeah, it gives that vibe of Lidge, by Guerlain. And if you're interested in Lidge, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. So when you first spray it, as I said, you won't spend much, you won't smell much. But what this fragrance is a very beautiful story of oud done in Italian way. They've used Assam-like oud. And what is Assam oud? It's basically, Hindi oud is basically very spicy, non-sweet, rich and fine oud fragrance. It's supposed to be very skanky, but here there is no skank. But the dry down of Hindi oud is what has been used here. It's very spicy, woody, extremely spicy, but not in a curry sort of way. It's just a sharp, spicy smell along with wood. Now that's the main character of the story. Along with that are small, interesting facets. There's a beautiful magnolia stroke, generic, deep floral, but very, very faint. It's hiding behind that oud. That floral is making the fragrance very sensual and velvety. The fragrance is really sensual. In fact, it's a spectacular fragrance. Yeah. In the middle of the fragrance, I'll tell you why it's spectacular. In the middle of the fragrance, middle of the dry down, if you like, the beautiful cinnamon spice is combined with sort of creamy tonka bean. Now you can imagine spicy woody, sharp spicy woody with gentle sensual floral with some beautiful aromatic dry cinnamon along with tonka with some sandalwood. All of this is just mixed and blended beautifully, and then in the late dry down you have this spicy patchouli, very, very spicy, but it's never dominating. The only thing that is the center of the story is this beautiful oud, yeah, and it's just blended to perfection. You get every single note I mentioned. It's creamy, it's lemony, it's spicy woody, it's just beautiful. This fragrance is out and out brilliant masterpiece of perfumery. I've not smelt many fragrances which can do what Pardon does, but it has its own quirkiness. So ups and downs, yeah. Number one, as I said, it's one of the most creative, multi-layered, beautifully made oud fragrances. One of the most creative. If you don't like oud, you'll fall in love with this. I don't like oud, right? And this is oud done in the Western style. Number two, this fragrance has the performance of a true powerhouse. The longevity on my skin has been every time 24 hours. I can smell it clearly the next day. Forget about late in the evening. The performance of this fragrance is phenomenal. So is the projection. I think the whole reason you don't smell anything when you spray it is because of the carrier oils in this. I don't know which ones, I wouldn't want to guess it, but it's got huge amounts of, capacity to carry further away. Go out on a cold day and you'll smell it, even one spray. And I think the best application is one spray. Next positive side of this fragrance is that whole structure of this fragrance is such that you get different bits to enjoy during the long lifetime of this fragrance with tremendous sillage. I like to wear it under my shirt because I get the best experience when I have one spray under my shirt. The fourth one is the tremendous compliment capacity of this fragrance. This fragrance smells very unusual, very modern, very stylish, and extremely sensual. And this being oud, if you don't tell people you're wearing oud, they'll just suppose you're wearing a very ultra-modern, woody, floral, spicy fragrance. Tremendous potential for compliments. But if you wear it right, that brings me to the downsides. Number one downside of this fragrance is, without an experienced nose, I don't think you'll enjoy this fragrance because A, it's very quirky. Yeah, it's very weird the way it's been made. Number two, the beginning part, you won't smell much and you'll think you've wasted your money. The second downside is the complete temperamental character of this fragrance. This fragrance is weird and wacky. Why? Because some days this fragrance smells like a black and white picture to me. The other day, as if you've had some sort of an acid and it's completely psychedelic. Yeah. On some other day, as if you sorted your life out and you're a very, very rich person with a fine taste and you love to smell amazing. This fragrance is seriously temperamental. And that's one thing you'll have to get used to if you want to get this fragrance. Those are two downsides. The third, I can't think of any other downsides, to be honest with you. This is a fabulous fragrance. Weather. I think this is the best time to wear it, autumn. I've tried it many times in summer. It's too much in summer. Winter is good enough. But the best characteristics, that labdanum-like, I was most surprised by the fragrance's creamy, sour, floral character. As if you're wearing one of the finest qualities, labdanum. And labdanum is not even mentioned, I think, in the notes breakdown, or maybe it is. I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but it has this beautiful labdanum, and that labdanum-like smell is perfect for autumn evenings. The other one would be dress code. I think this is a very stylish and out-and-out formal fragrance. This is not something that you would want to wear on jeans and t-shirt when you're going out, but you can. Nobody can stop you. But this actually is a very smart evening scent. And it's been designed for the person who likes to go and eat in fine restaurants, drinks in a very good bar with very high clientele, that sort of thing. I think I've covered all aspects. Age groups. I think this is 30 plus. I don't think it'll appeal to a person who's looking for a panty dropper. Yeah, because this is not a panty dropper. This is a sort of a confident man's sideshow, if you like. This is something that a person wears, and and then it becomes the person. It's sort of, the fragrance wears you. So if you're a 20-year-old, you don't know how to handle this. This will make, excuse me, turn you into something else. This is for a super confident guy who dresses smart and who's achieved some success in his life. Some solid kind of a grounded confidence. That's what I would say. Excuse me. So marks out of 10. I think I'm going to give it a 9. Why? Because this is an exceptional fragrance. Trust me, if you know how to wear this, one spray. Don't go more than that. Stick to one spray, see the magic it does. Wherever you want. At the back of your head, side of your neck, on your wrist, inside your shirt. One spray. Stick to one spray. This is a magical fragrance. 9 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.